So, welcome to TGIM, our mindset session. Tonight, I just wanted to discuss. There's a Jim Rohn clip that I've been watching a few times, and I've been trying to implement these things every day, and I think it's really been helping me with getting stuff done and focusing on my nutrition and all of that sort of stuff. So it's the 10 things you must improve every day to achieve whatever you want. So the first thing of the 10 things, so have a paper and pen because there are 10 and they're all really good. The first one is to have purpose. So having purpose, I guess it's the same as our why. So it's like, why are you doing it? Like, why are you doing your nutrition program? Why are you doing your business? And if your purpose is really strong and clear, it'll pull you towards the future. So the clearer your purpose is, the stronger it'll pull you towards the future. So when we're focusing on that, like, don't be held back by the past or distractions or anything like that. It's really easy to get distracted with, negative comments or things that might go wrong in a day. Just keep focusing on your purpose and you'll be able to move forward. And sometimes it might even become like a bit of an obsession. Which that's healthy too, because you're focusing on something and you really want to get to where you're heading. So that's the purpose. That's the first mark. The second thing is self-confidence. So with self-confidence, we need to do like small daily disciplines and not neglect those things. So if you're focusing on your nutrition, that might be having your shakes every day and your multivitamins and sticking to your program. If you get off focus, just the next day you start back and doing it again. You're doing your business or even with your nutrition program, you might be doing your important and imperative lists, and that will help your daily disciplines too. So, like making good choices and things like that. So that helps with self-confidence, as well as like doing your best every day. So if, you lie in bed at night, and sometimes I lie in bed and I'm like, what did I do today? Like, was it enough? I could have done this differently, or things like that. So if you're doing your best every time you do something, then you'll start to feel good about yourself, and that will help with your self-confidence growing. So, and just always be willing to do whatever it takes, and don't be half-hearted. So, don't one day have a shake for breakfast and the next day have Cocoa Pops, or, one day I'm going to call potential leads and then the next day I'm just going to sit on the couch and watch, TV or something. So, yeah, do whatever it takes and rise above petty things and circumstances. So, that's sort of like when you're rising above petty things, like that might be like negative comments, or if someone says no to you talking to them about jumping on a program or anything like that, whether it's little or a big challenge, just keep moving forward and just be like, okay, no worries, and keep going on with it. The third thing you must improve every day is enthusiasm. So it's fine to be enthusiastic in front of people, but people can generally tell if it's genuine or if it's just a front. So if you're 90% enthusiastic on the inside, and that will show to everybody else. So and if you're enthusiastic about something and excited about your purpose and confident about your future, then, things will sort of snowball and it'll keep going. The fourth thing to improve every day is expertise. So you're wanting to excel in whatever you're doing. and be willing to be the best you can be. So whether that be like, you know, making sure you're always doing training, or joining in at fit clubs and taking advantage of everything that's available, like all of our events and things like that, that will help your expertise and developing your skills. So it's really good to be taking everything that's available to us, but also go and seek like different things, because if you want to excel, you need to do more than what the average person is doing. The fifth thing is preparation. So without being prepared, you're sort of setting yourself up to fail. So that might be just something like food prep, like organising your weekly meals and doing a grocery list and sticking to it, or, you know, it might be about preparing to have a good day. So it might be doing your list the night before and, you know, taking whatever you're doing seriously. So what Jim Rohn said was like, when you're in first grade of school, you're preparing for second grade, and like when you're in primary school, you're preparing for high school, and when you're in high school, you're preparing for work life and things like that. So when you've got a clear purpose and you want to move forward in life, you need to prepare and do the work now to set up the next year. You can't just cut corners or anything like that. So the other thing on that was prepare, which is quoted from Jim Rohn, is life was designed not to give us what we want or need, but what we deserve. So those that give will receive, and those that search will find. Whatever you want won't just come to you, so put in the work. Which I think that sort of speaks for itself. So yeah, if you're organised, things will happen a lot better and easier. If you're unprepared, you're just setting up yourself for failure. The sixth thing to improve is self-reliance. So if you primarily say, I'm the person responsible, and if you mainly rely on yourself, you can do two things. So you can never complain and you can never explain. So don't rely on, so say like, if you're just looking at your nutrition program. So like when I first started on my nutrition program, I made a choice. Are you there? Sorry, I just got a phone call. Good. Sorry. Yeah, when I started my nutrition program, I made a choice to, be healthier and change my lifestyle. Justin, my husband, didn't choose that. So I couldn't rely on him to change his habits to make my choices easier. So I needed to rely on myself and pull in my self-discipline and all that sort of stuff. So, and it's the same as, I guess, your business and your team. So if you want to succeed with goals and things like that, you need to rely on yourself. So if you want your team to grow and you want to grow, you need to think about how you can help your team, how you can teach yourself skills so you can teach them as well. Sorry, everybody's calling me. So another example, I guess, is like before you have your driver's license, you rely on your parents to drive you around. And so then you got to say to people like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come. Like my mum can't take me to this place or whatever. And then, so you're like making up, you're complaining and you have to explain to people. So, and then when you get your license, you can go wherever you want and you don't have to rely on anybody, and it makes it easier. The seventh thing to change and to focus on is your image. So it's really important for how other people see you. So if they see you, like if you want to be a leader and they see that you're not leading, then they're not going to follow you. If they see that like you're in charge and you're in control of your life and your future and your situation, that will attract people. But more importantly, the image you see in yourself. So you need to be like proud of yourself and like, you know, pat yourself on the back every now and then for the good things you do, and see if your image is the way that you want it to be. So do everything to your best ability. Um, and then the way you see yourself will end up being the way others will see you. The eighth thing on the list is character. So if you, sorry, if you have like high values, principles, if you do everything with honesty, like, and being honest with yourself as well as with others, you'll earn respect. And, you know, if you do things with integrity and see things through and not try and cut corners, then you'll get a lot further and a lot quicker. Yeah, so that is number 8. Number 9, I guess this one I sort of struggled with at the start when I first started my nutrition program and with my business as well, because that my purpose wasn't very clear. So self-discipline is number 9. So to reach your health goals, you need to have self-discipline with your choices and things like that. And even like if you're doing the business and you commit to go in a fit club or you have a scan booked in, you need to be committed and do it even when you can't be bothered. Or if you're having a bad day or something, you need the self-discipline to say, I need to do it. Like, that's what I said I was going to do. I'm just going to do it. When you're like having a bad day or you can't be bothered, that's when you really need to focus on your self-discipline the most to get the best result possible. So basically, in a nutshell, and like just quite bluntly, with self-discipline, just sort of cut the bull. Don't make excuses, and be honest with yourself, because yeah, if you're making up excuses, you kind of start to believe them and things like that. So just be honest with yourself and just do it. You know, because it won't affect your coach if you go out and buy a Big Mac meal. They're not going to stalk you around the street and slap food out of your hand. You have your own goals, and if they truly are important to you, then you'll have enough self-discipline to get to them. So that is self-discipline. The 10th and the last thing on the list is the power of extraordinary performance and demanding yourself of excellence. So this is super important. If you want an extraordinary income, you need to do extraordinary things. So always perform to your highest level possible. No one can give you your results. So your coach can like guide you and like when you're doing your nutrition program, your coach can give you all the products and whatever, but it's up to you to put the products in your mouth. It's up to you to turn up to Fit Club. It's up to you to stick to your grocery list, and so on. So they're your goals or it's your business, and you need to demand to yourself excellent results, because no one else, it doesn't affect anyone else if you don't succeed. It only affects you. So yeah, you can't demand someone else to help you or to do everything for you. If you want excellent results, you just need to go out and do it. And that is the 10 things that we need to improve every day to achieve whatever you want. Any questions? Anything? What is the gym recording? It's called 10 Things You Must Improve Every Day to Get Whatever You Want. I think the hardest for me was the self-discipline at the start until I knew exactly what I wanted. But now, yeah, I don't know. Maybe self-confidence, number 2. Yeah, I probably don't have all that much confidence, and I'm quite, is it an introvert? I don't really like to put myself out there. I'm very uncomfortable with what I'm doing right now. So yeah, but and I guess that goes back to Meg always said to me, like, she just says yes to everything and then figures it out on the way, which is, I guess, what I've done tonight. So, and I think by doing things like that and getting out of your comfort zone, that's how you could improve your self-confidence too. Yes. Yeah. Anything else? No. Yeah. Type faster. Which do you think is the most important? Most important. Probably number 6, the self-reliance. So, and I think, yeah, I can sort of relate to that for both my nutrition program and my business. That, yeah, rather than relying on my coach to help me all the time when I need just stupid questions, I guess, or relying on my team and things like that. It's just a lot easier if you can back yourself up. And yeah, I guess also, yeah, with at home, Justin's very supportive of what I'm doing, but that doesn't mean he wants to do the same thing. And I think at the start I sort of was relying on him to make changes as well. And then once I realized that, that's not what he wants, and that's totally cool, that I just need to do it myself and hold my own hand. So yeah, self-reliance. It's good. Okay. All right. Well, that is it. Have a good night, everybody. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.